The Sixers finally play a complete game and blow a team out in the Brooklyn Nets 129-105. A all-around great game from the 76ers, a Joel Embiid-less 76ers at that, Jared McCain-less, Paul George-less. Yeah, so this was a great game. You know, if you've been listening to the recent 76ers episodes I've had out, yeah, I've been really asking for them to come out and just really play a complete game and finally show what they're made of and just blow a team out. You know, I know Brooklyn's not good. They're 0-6 now. We're 5-1. I know, but it was good to finally see it happen in this game. So I'll go through my game notes and break it down for you. Again, this was really all Sixers from the get-go. Jabari Walker and Adem Bona, they both got the start. You know, I said Joel Embiid was out in this game. So, and again, no George or McCain. That first quarter, early 9-0 run for the Nets, and I was wondering, are we really going to do this stuff again, man? We got to stop doing this early is what I wrote. But Kelly Oubre, he saved us. He got off to a hot start, and he didn't look back. 29 points, 12 of 21 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3 for Kelly Oubre in this game. What a night from Kelly Oubre, seriously. During the offseason, a lot of people were asking to get rid of Kelly Oubre, this and that. And I just never understood it. You know, this past season was just such a disaster, and he was kind of our only fight, even if he wasn't efficient on some nights. And he really cares. You can tell the emotion is there on the court when a big play happens, when a big stop happens. And I'm glad that I was one of the Kelly Oubre truthers because he's proving those people wrong so far, and he should be in every game starter for us at this point. So our offense was clicking on all cylinders early. 22 first quarter points for Kelly Oubre. We were leading 40-37 at the end of the first, so we still need to get some more stops. In that second quarter, we got up to a 10-point lead with 10 minutes left in the quarter. Nets, they really weren't hitting their shots, and VJ Edgecombe hit a couple threes in a row and had a crazy dunk, showing off that athleticism. It was just a great overall first half by the Sixers, taking care of business against a bad team, leading 73-55. So an offensive onslaught in that first half. The third quarter, I didn't have many notes. I kind of missed some time from the third quarter. The one note I did have was Andre Drummond needs to stop taking threes. If the game's a blowout, I'm fine with it. But I've seen it too many times this past week already. But that's the only note I have from the third quarter. Into the fourth, we got out to a quick run. Then we were leading by 19. Trenton Watford hit a big three, and that was really about it. Grimes hit a three, making it a 23-point lead. The bench got hype. Grimes was hype. He's been the guy so far for us. And this allowed for Janai Broom and Kyle Lowry to check into the game for the first time this year for each of those two guys. So just a great overall game from the Sixers. You know, this is what we were looking for. And Trenton Watford, he looked really good. I want to talk about him for a minute. In 25 minutes, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. 4 of those rebounds were offensive rebounds. He shot 7 of 9 from the field, including 1 of 2 from 3. I really like this guy. You know, I talked about it after the first game maybe on the podcast of how we were still without Trenton Watford, and this is one of those guys that we were expecting to be a pretty solid player for us and potentially our starting power forward. So this is somebody you could see contend with Jabari Walker for minutes. And in the most recent episode I talked about, this team it's so deep that when somebody's having a bad night or somebody's having a hot night like Trenton Watford, they're just going to play the hot hand. And this was an example. Jabari Walker, who got the start, played 18 minutes, had 2 points, shot 1 of 4 from the field, 4 rebounds. But Trenton Watford, he got 7 more minutes than him and had all that production. That's just a prime example. And that's what I love about how deep this team is, because we can play any of these guys on any given night. It's really cool to see, seriously. So Adem Bona, he only played 14 minutes. Andre Drummond got a load of the minutes in this game. Bona, who's been just on a rampage of blocks, only had 1 in this one. Andre Drummond, in his 23 minutes, had 8 rebounds, was 2 of 4 from the field, had 5 points. So still rebounding at a pretty good rate, but was second on our team rebounds behind Watford, obviously. So Quentin Grimes off the bench, 32 minutes, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists. So a very big night from him, 7 of 13 from the field. I was liking what I was seeing from Quentin Grimes. Edgecombe, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 of 12 from the field. You know, another solid night for the Rook. Maxey continues to shoot the 3 ball at a great rate, 4-9 from the field. From 3, 26 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. It's just another great night for the Philadelphia 76ers. And sitting at 5-1, we're feeling really good heading into this big match against the Bulls on Tuesday. What seems to be a big matchup as of now. The Bulls are still undefeated. And I've got more good news for the Sixers, is that Jared McCain is probable for the game. So it looks like we're going to be getting yet another piece back. And again, we're still without Jared McCain at this, or not Jared McCain, Paul George at this point, and Dominic Barlow. I'm completely blanked on Dominic Barlow the last 2 games, who played great early on. So another forward to jump into the mix. The depth on this team is crazy. There's legitimately like 13, 14 players on this team that should be getting minutes in the regular season. So we're feeling good right now as Philadelphia 76ers fans, to say the least. The only last thing I want to say, Cam Thomas on the Nets, 29 points, 4-7 from 3, 9-19 from the field. He was their leading scorer. Had a good night offensively, 17 rebounds from Michael Porter, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah, the Nets, they're bad. 0-6. They are what they are, but the Sixers, they took advantage of that, and that's all I've been asking for. So that's going to do it, guys. I'll have a podcast out breaking down the Sixers and Bulls game, and every game beyond that, I'm going to try and get into the X this weekend to see their matchup against the Raptors on Saturday at home. But, yeah, guys, that'll do it, and hopefully they get a win against the Bulls.